All right, this is my bug out bag. You can clearly see I have a bandana here. There's a bunch of uses for this. You can filter water with this. Put it around your mouth, filter out a dusty area. Use it as a tourniquet for a sprained arm, etc. You want to have a really sharp knife, something like this tactical knife here. You can skin an animal, whatever. These radios too. These are waterproof, made out of rubber, solid rubber. This is made by Eton. It's a Scorpion. You can crank it I think for a minute, and you can get about 25 minutes of audio. Also a flashlight too. Let me see if I can show you. Crank it like this. This is just a little quick crank. You know, the battery's low, you know, you gotta give it a few cranks. But it plays radio, NOA, it's got weather band too. I got another one here too. You can pick them up on eBay for about 30 bucks or so. I got this light right here too. You know, it's got a strobe light in case, you know, somebody needs to find you. What else? Got a couple of carabiners here. This is a tourniquet too, in case you lose a limb or something like that. This is a good quality one too. It's got steel on it. Tie it around the leg, you stop the bleeding. Here's another little strobe light. This, someone can spot you from afar. This little thing right here, I have it loaded with cotton balls that are drenched in Vaseline. It's good for starting fires. I got a first aid kit right here. You can pick this up at Walmart. Some rubber bands in case you got to tie something down. I got a solar box here. I forgot who makes this, but they don't work that good. You know, you got a flashlight here, built-in flashlight. This one's fully charged. I keep it fully charged. You can see right there. You can charge a cell phone or a tablet like 75%, which is not that bad. This is an empty little bag here that I have. I'm probably gonna turn this into a get-home bag so I can keep it in my car. It's good for 72 hours. This right here is a Garmin. It's an older model, but it still works. They say you gotta update the maps, man. But then again, how often do landscapes change? Still the same landscape. It's not like the trees and the dirt's gonna get up and move away. So it's good enough. It's outdated, but it still works. And I like it because it's small and compact as well. So again, you know, you got the first aid kit too. Opening it up, I got a fishing pin here. This is what I was talking to you about earlier. See, it's a fishing pin. It collapses. That's the size right there. Don't mind me. And that's how big it is. Put it in here. These are bolts right here. This is for my for the crossbow right here. You could take down small game with this, believe it or not. A small pig, a small turkey, a rabbit, even a small gator with this. It's got about 80-pound thrust on it. So you got your you got paracord right here. You got thick black bags here you can fill up with water, protect something from being ruined by rain. Also ankle bracelets, since you're gonna be out in the woods, you know, walking over rocks, logs, falling trees or whatever, you could easily sprain an ankle. Another dust mask. Duct tape. A lot of uses with duct tape. You want to have some deodorant. You don't want to smell funky out there either. Hand sanitizer. I got a box here full of fishing lures, and this is the reel right here that goes to that little fishing rod I told you about. You want to keep some tweezers too, in case you got something stuck in your fingers or something. Some dental floss. There's a lot of things you can do with this. You can even fish with it. A lot of things you can do with this. you know, keep a watch with fresh batteries in it. More tablets. This right here, I made them. These are plastic mirrors. I drilled a little hole in them. That way you can look, point where you want to look at, and you can signal people with this. You know, I got 2 of them that I made. Some floss, anti-itch, in case, you know, you run into a plant or something like that, a bush that makes you itch. Got more hand sanitizer here. You know, got glucose tablets in case your sugar drops. And being that I'm diabetic, you know, probably need my sugar to go up. This will give you a quick rush. So that's good to have. This is just a couple of small things. Got the survival scrolls on board. Gotta have that. What else? Okay, so you can see all this stuff is empty. This whole bag is empty because everything is right here. You want to have extra gloves, extra battery, extra flashlights. You can't have enough of that. These 2 stoves right here, these are called jet stoves. I'll make another video showing how I made them. But you drill little holes around, you put alcohol in it, and you can get a 15-minute burn time. You can cook a whole meal with this. I got a few of these laying around. A strap just to hold something down. Another flashlight. I got a few of these magnifying glasses. Believe it or not, you can start a fire with this. Point it at something with direct sunlight, you can start a fire with it. Some more fishing lures here. An extra big carabiner. This has a 200-pound rating on it. This right here may seem corny as hell, but it's a slingshot. You put a ball bearing on it, you can take down a small game with this. Or you can take somebody out. You know, another battery bank. This is a 2,000 milliamp hour battery bank. You can charge your iPhone like 2 times with that. This right here is another important thing to have. Petroleum jelly. It's good for burn marks in case you get bit by insects or something. You can also load something up, a rag with this, and you can easily start a fire with it. A leaf, you gotta have a leaf. Out of all the painkillers, Advil, Tylenol, to me this works the best. This is just for me. It's good to have this. Flashlights. See, this one turns green, white, and it also has a laser beam too. I don't know if you can see the laser beam right there. Another flashlight. This one's really bright. LED. Some polarized glasses so you can see clearer. This right here is a collapsible shovel with a pick on it. You see how big it is? Has a magnifying glass in it too. I picked this up at the flea market for $5. Comes with his own little pouch right here. It's good to have. Also, this right here is a whistle. Has a compass, has a light on it, has a mirror and a magnifying glass on it. That's good to have too. This is another sharp knife that I have, another hatchet. You can pick this up at Walmart for like $6 when they go on sale. You just gotta look out for them. Here's a machete. This machete is another one that's good to have. Let me see. Yeah, anyway, you know what a machete looks like. This is good for vegetation. You gotta cut through vegetation or something to get to where you gotta get to. Another thing to have too is this knife right here. This is a big knife right here. It's all stainless steel. I picked this up, I think it was $12 at Walmart. You get it on sale. You just gotta look out for the sales. The small fishing rod right here. Again, this is another one that opens and, you know, that collapses and opens and closes. So you can see right here how big it is. You know, this right here is another thing you gotta have, man. You gotta have these wipes. You know, gotta wipe that behind. These no running water. You know, no amenities, no showers, man. Especially women, man, with their feminine issues. You gotta have some wipes. You don't want to smell that cootie cat, smell like funk. So that's that. Don't be spoiled. All right, this right here is probably the most important thing to have right here. The Life Straw. This can filter up to 100,000 gallons of water. I mean, you could literally drink out of a urinal with this, and you will not be infected. Look it up, search it up on YouTube, Google it, do a search on it, see what the reviews are. It's real important to have. Everyone should have at least 3 or 4 of them. Have an extra phone with games on it or something like that, kill time, and you'll be good. What else? Me being who I am, I gotta have my cigars. Keep a fresh stack of cigars. That's just me. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope this helps somebody out. No paranoia here, man. Just be prepared. Have stuff in case the doodle hits the fan, and you'll be golden. Know your area. Know the woods where you live at, or try to get to the woods that's closest to your house in case you got to go in there and hide out. Something happens, because when a riot breaks out, brother's gonna turn against brother, man is neighbor against neighbor. Everybody's coming for your stuff. You gotta be ready. Like my old boss, when I used to work at the bail bonds, he once told me, you gotta be ready to surprise the surprise. I'll never forget those words. Those words always stuck with me. So I hope this helps out. Just do your own research, do your own homework, and there's nothing wrong with being prepared. This has nothing to do with paranoia. I forgot to show you my front pouches. Here I have some in case you got to tie something down, hold something down. This is an anti-burn gel. These are some right here. I have a bunch of these. You see right there, some gauze pads. This is important too right here, believe it or not, man. This super glue right here. You get cut when you're out in the field. No doctors around, no medics, no one to stitch you up. There's super glue right here, believe it or not. You put it on your wound, close up your wound, and it'll act as a stitch. It will stitch up your wound, close up your wound with that too, believe it or not. Sounds kind of primitive, but it'll work too. On the front here too, I have a compass. It's a good one. I have another magnifying glass here, and I have these fire starters right here. These are good to have too. I don't know if I can't show you right now how it works, man, but I don't know if you can see right here. Yeah, I got you strike it, and it shoots out a spark, and you can start a fire with it. Alright, so try to invest and get yourself a little backpack. It doesn't have to be camo. Try to get a bigger one too, man. Like I said, these clowns over at Wish, they suckered me. The guy who was wearing it must have been a midget or something, because it looks way bigger. It almost covered his whole back. So the guy must have been a midget or something. Those clowns. So it doesn't have to be camo. It could be East Bay, Reebok, Nike, or whatever. Get a small investment. Invest in something like this. It's not gonna hurt you. If you can get one for yourself, one for each one of your kids, your wife, keep it next to in their bed. Anything happen in the middle of the night, you pick it up and just go. And if you can, make a small one. I think that's what I'm gonna do with this one here. Get a small one and keep it in your car too. As a get home bag, something for 72 hours, in case you get stuck in your car or something like that. There's different scenarios. Up north, you got the cold weather to deal with. Down here, you got the humidity, gators, and all kinds of wildlife you got to contend with. That's a whole different contest right there. So, a little small investment is not gonna hurt you. Get a couple. Most of these things you can pick them up at the dollar store and flea market.